Did you know, football fans, New York, one of the rainiest cities in the nation. And across the Hudson River, we've got weather on the way toward East Rutherford, New Jersey, and MetLife Stadium. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They go right back to Hall. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Nick's going to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he let his man shoot much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. And we talked about it earlier. Brought a losing streak into the building with him. That is not a good start towards breaking that streak as they go 3 and out.
No, you want to bust that narrative. And the best way to do that is to start fast. And, well, once again, they're not.
Now on 4th down, here's Austin McNamara out to punt for the Jets. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And they're going to get him to the ground after a 16-yard gain. And it's going to be 1st down Cleveland.
I don't think we're ever going to get away from the stat line of turnovers and winning that turnover margin being the biggest singular key in the NFL, Kate. But I'll tell you what, when you run for 100 yards plus, you win 70% of the time. They did a week ago with this guy, and he's off to an excellent start.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Pistol snap here to Green. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped it incomplete on 1st down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10. Green gonna throw. Gets it through the contact at the catch point, forces that incompletion. Really had it over the middle. Instead, just third down now.
I love that. No, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you can do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. From the pistol, here's Junkins. Has the first and breaks through midfield. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. Cleveland coming up with a big gain. 30 yards. Well, he's got his early highlights, Brock, but you know he wants to add a few more to that reel before this game wraps up.
There's no question about that. You want to get that century mark. That's a number that running backs are proud of, and stacking runs like that will sure help.
They're going play action. Green. Catch is made down the right sideline. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
From the gun, Judkins. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Just everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines should have wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Second down, it's Green. Has it in close. And in. Touchdown, Browns. Harold Fannin, the second score that he has brought in this season. And this is Schmidt for the extra points. Sent right down the middle and good. And they jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jets, nothing.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up first and 10. They'll start this drive with Hall. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they have a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. They're going play action. Klubnik buys time, rolling right. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he is stopped with authority there. But that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Hall running between the tackles. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock, continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going is unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Here's Klubnik now. Forced out to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. Third down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
To the air on third and long. It's caught by Wilson. He's going to be hit there, and they're going to take him out of bounds after a gain of 11. And that's going to be good for a Jets first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
So first and 10 now from the 30. First carry here for Braylon Allen. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
He was brought down by
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
They give on second to Hall. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up third down. And that is the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long. Throwing Klubnik. He's under pressure, and down he goes. They get to him at the 38. Jared Verse. And that's going to make it 4th and 18.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Now here's Green. Outright, Boston's got it. It's a big gain, 19 yards as they finally take him down. And it gives the Browns a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Line up the design keeper. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
They put a stop to that design keeper, but not before he picks up 5. That is enough for the first.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a Browns first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now, Green. Some heavy contact here, and that's going to break things up. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Handoff now to Judkins. He's limited to a gain of about 3, which means they are well short. This is 4th down. And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. It is a 44-yard look from the right hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
2 drives and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind. You only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Klubnik. And the catch in and out of his hands. Contact separating him from the football that time. 2nd down coming up.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half. And they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
He's going to be taken down. Gain of about 14 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Jets.
And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Klubnik. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. He turns the shallow catch into something more. Give him 8 yards. That sets up 2nd and short.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
This is Allen on 2nd. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Klubnik, 3rd and short. Connects with his back. Hall. Near the sideline, he's going to be forced out after a gain of about 20. That's going to be a New York 1st down.
We call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
He's going to the air. Klubnik. Hall's got it again. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So they'll decline this and take the result. Running it after the penalty. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
Klubnik now on 2nd. A nice effort on the hit to break up that throw. We've got 3rd down.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. They will continue to do so.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Klubnik. A diving grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Kenyon Sadiq is 3rd on the year.
Sanders for the extra point.
And it's It's a miss. The kick is no good, so this game stays at a 4-point differential.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Green looking to throw. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, partner. I know you always do, but it felt like maybe that was one of their last gasps to get into field goal range before we hit halftime.
Yeah, you kind of look at both sides. Defense is doing all they can to prevent that thing from being thrown over their head, and can the offense find some way to puncture that defense to get into that field goal range?
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down. This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the puncher gives him new life and this first down. All right, they're shuffling things around a bit. Throwing here just before halftime. Escapes the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. Wallace with a return here. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
As this drive begins, rain starting to fall. Judkins opening the drive. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops. They picked up close to 4.
Not really seeing a break in the weather here after halftime, and that means just, I think, one thing, more running of the football. The first we'll give here to start the second half, that's a positive one yet again.
And looking to pass on 2nd. And they're going to take him down. The pressure gets to him at the 15. Now they're staring down a 3rd and 14.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Into a crowd, and intercepted! And the Jets are going to have it, and he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Intercepted.
New York to the line, 1st and 10.
Take over 1st and 10. At the 7.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Second down. Here's Klubnik. This one's caught. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
Unsurprisingly, it was a struggle in that first half. But I'll tell you what halftime could do in these kind of elements. You get together and you find what you do believe in, what you do best. And usually it's back to the fundamentals. That's well done.
Hall is in. Touchdown, New York. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
13, Browns 10. Jason Sanders set to
Sanders all set to send it away. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Drive starts with Judkins. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also puts the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it, it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. They'll go, Judkins. And leaving the offense out there pays off with a nice gain there on 4th down. It is now 1st down. Not as risky as it was when you and I were growing up, but still a little bit, Brock. You don't want to hand the opposition momentum or excellent field position if you can't convert.
Nope, that's right. But you just trust your guys, right? And as much as moving the chains is important, also just injecting belief that we can do this and a call like that reinforces it. It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. Yeah, he's got him the 1st down. That 3-yard gain was enough on that previous play.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
He hangs on nicely through that hit. Nothing added to the catch, but they're down to the 28. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Green sets his feet looking to pass. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down. From the red zone on 1st. Lee Judkins on the drop down. And they are going to have 1st and goal when we begin our 4th quarter. So we're through 3 here. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. On the give, here's Judkins. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that, inside the first and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
It's Judkins again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. That's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. Third down. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. Joe Royer scoring on his first career carry. Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Amidst the downpour, he is able to knock that one up and through. They jump ahead by 4.
Jets 13.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here's Thomas on the return. Showing a little burst so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
They'll start this one out with Hall. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Here's Hall once more. Down the sideline inside the 40. Touchdown, New York!
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
That one splits the uprights. Lead now up to a field goal.
Browns 17.
Sanders all set to send it away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20.
35-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with second and 1.
That run may not have gotten you at first, but sure, nice little run to set the tape.
Looks like the rain is stopping. Field conditions still pretty slick, but no more rain at the moment. It's second down. Another game to Judkins. He's going to be stopped just a couple yards beyond the line, but that is still good enough for the first.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Here's Green. He shifts this up to Boston. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's a Browns first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. From the gun, Judkins. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
And they're not going to have time for another play here. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Browns down by only 3. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach the second down. Another one for Junkins. He's got about 8 yards as he's taken to the ground. And that's going to be a Browns first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run. But he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25.
Junkins out the middle. And he's going to salvage a couple by bouncing this outside, but that's it. It's a gain of 2. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 34.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw. Finds the in route complete. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Junkins running between the tackles. And this is going to have them the first down. A little less than a yard, Brock, but they barely got that. They did get enough to keep them out there, though.
First down, Cleveland.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Here he is to throw. And this is going to be lost on the hit. Incomplete. Tough to complete it through that traffic and contact over the middle. It's 2nd down.
As quarterback in these situations, you know you don't have much margin and you don't have much time. So that means every once in a while you're going to make some throws, put your guys in harm's way that you otherwise would not. You can apologize after.
On the move, headed right. He's running with it. Oh, he lost the football. And that bounces out before anyone can make a recovery. They're going to have this one inside the 10.
Retains possession.
Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You could almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. They're backed up. Not the stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They look to throw it.
9-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Oh, boy, that play action nearly backfired right there, Brock. Took a little bit too much time to set it up and some quick thinking at the end there to get that throw away as the hit arrived.
Yeah, that's really well said because, you could feel sometimes as a quarterback on drop back, the timing.
Yeah.
Play action, sometimes it gets a little hairy. That was pretty savvy of him to find an incompletion.
Now to throw. Getting out to his left. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one right down the middle. They jump ahead by 4. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for 1, maybe 2 final plays here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Down to 8 seconds to this, and maybe one more snap. Setting up to pass. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Browns will take this win home with them. And I know it's different for every sport, Brock. So is this the point where we'd say this winning streak is official? Might have something to it. 3 wins in a row now after this latest triumph.
Well, you get to this point, what happens is you get to that building the next day and everybody feels good. Secretary feels good, chef feels good, kitchen feels good. Everybody's feeling good of stacking these kind of wins in a row.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we sign off from East Rutherford.